Okay. All right. Let's give it a second here.
Sounds good.
Shine Christ. All right. Let's just. Yeah, we got the Bronx on there, right?
Okay.
Okay. We'll get started in just a minute here. Okay. All right, let's get to it, all right? Let's get a load of hand. Here. All right, Police Officer 5,000 Shalayala holding down the Brotherhood class today. You know, you already know we represent the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, come out of 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York. We're going to go into it real quick today. We're going to talk about this leadership, so-called leadership we have amongst us today. You know what I'm saying? Which mainly has not changed over the past few decades or so. You know, the same old pastor pimps, you know what I'm saying, the same old Muslim mosque and Christian church and so forth and so on. Same leaders. I know we lost Jesse Jackson most recently, you know what I'm saying, who would be considered a so-called black leader, which we all know that he led us straight into deeper into the cesspool of America. You know what I'm saying? Led us deeper into abortions and death and destruction, hatred for each other, being money hungry, giving up our communities, allowing to be gentrified, allowing brothers and sisters to abort babies at a rate of damn near 45,000 a month.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You know, just a bunch of destruction and death that he left behind, and we happen to be the collateral damage. You know what I'm saying? That is left behind from him being a so-called leader. And there's nothing new under the sun. You know, throughout even so-called biblical times, we've had leaders that have led us astray, led us in the wrong direction. And fortunately for us, for brothers and sisters who really serve the Most High God, for brothers who really dedicate their lives and really put forth the blood, sweat, and tears and put their brick in to serve the Most High God. Luckily, we have a God on our side that will pay those people who are the watchdogs for the white man, who will go after and get those German shepherds. You know what I'm saying? These pit bulls, these pastors that are out here being gatekeepers for the white man and for white society. You understand what I'm saying? There's no way in hell that we can serve the same God as Donald Trump and his comrades. There's absolutely no way possible that we can do that. You understand what I'm saying? We us as the chosen people of God, we on a whole nother level, and we have to understand that and accept that. And once we understand it and accept it, it'd be easier for us to live that way. You understand what I'm saying? It's easier for us to separate from society. And I'm not talking about running back to no damn Africa either, and all of that, going back to Ghana and finding your roots and all that garbage. That's filth and garbage. You understand what I'm saying? This is our land. We own this. We ran it. We built it. Most of God gave the earth to us, period. You understand what I'm saying? What I mean by separate is remove ourselves from their philosophies, from their drugs, their religions, from their way of life, period. We've tried it already. We've done it for years. We fought in their wars. We've done everything. It has not worked yet. It has not worked yet. And if we keep trying to do the same thing over and over again and keep getting the same results, I believe they call that insanity. You understand what I'm saying? And the time now is just to stop that garbage. You know what I'm saying? To stop that filth. You understand? Especially right now, we got ICE going on. You understand? We got all these, we got different wars going on. America's talking about going into Iran and things these nations, the third world war is amongst us. You know what I'm saying? It's coming to our doorstep soon. You know what I'm saying? These are things that Commander Johanna has been teaching us and been speaking this for years. But the third world war and all of these countries that are going into turmoil will turn on America and will give America a dose of their medicine, which they deserve. You understand? Which they deserve. Just for all of the genocide and the atrocities that they have committed over the years. You understand? For the blood and the bones and the bloodshed of Native American Indians. You understand? And the slaves, the Taino Indians. You know what I'm saying? All our Puerto Rican brothers and Latino brothers. You understand? For what they're doing right now in Venezuela and so forth and so on. You understand? America's gonna have to pay. You understand? These oppressors, they believe in karma until it's their turn to pay the piper. Until the roosters come home, you know what I'm saying? They deny that. They don't want that. You know what I'm saying? When it's their turn to face the heat, to face the noise, to face the drama, they don't want none of that. They think what they do is right. They accept it and love it. And the unfortunate part of it is our people, they learn to love it. They learn to accept it and take it and say, you know what? Dust that off. It's in the past. We rich now. We made it now. Hell no, we ain't making it. I know we didn't make it. You know why? Because I still see heroin addicts outside. I know his brothers and sisters still sharing needles, getting hepatitis, getting HIV, and so forth and so on. As little girls, they're still living in abusive homes, being beat down by their mother physically and verbally, being touched by the mother's boyfriend. The little girl's not being heard, not having an outlet for her anger or for her pain or for her stress or for her worry. Now she's outside acting a maniac. You understand? Being pumped up with Ritalin or whatever the case may be because she claims that they claim she has ADHD. You understand what I'm saying? All of just these atrocities that's going on. And who's to blame? Who do we know? We already know who the devil is. We know the oppressor is the absolute devil without a shadow of a doubt. But we have to address his pit bulls and his watchdogs, these Christian pastors, man, these Christian churches. We have to address them. We have to point it out that we are destroyed mainly at the hands of this Christian church because they have allowed this oppressor to sit there and beat us down. And they have made millions off of our oppression, have made millions off of our depression, off of our anxiety, off our death, you know what I'm saying, off our confusion. They have prospered off of that. Jesse Jackson has made the man has passed away. He's a brother, and we're not celebrating his death. We're not mourning it either. You understand what I'm saying? He passed away with over $4 million at least. At least. Some may say that's not a lot. Sure, it's a lot. Sure, it's a lot when you don't do a damn thing and you live a lavish life anyway. I believe Jesse Jackson's son got some trouble some years ago, and they raided his house. The man had mink toilet seats. What do you need to put your ass down on a toilet seat for? And it's mink. You understand? First of all, it's nasty, but mink. You understand? Meanwhile, You don't even have a coat for winter.
That's right.
You don't even have a winter coat for your child. You got to go to the Salvation Army, the thrift shops, and ask somebody for some hand-me-downs or something just to make it through. There's a winter storm going on right here in New York City. And I'm sure there's winter storms going on in the Midwest and wherever else it snows. You understand? Children walking around with snotty noses, no hats on. Meanwhile, these pastors and pimps can sit there and defecate on mink. Brother Prosper, you want to say
So
something?
Salaki is dropping so heavy. We can't forget about, you know what I'm saying, Jesse Jackson was a pastor and was a and was a professional politician. You can't be you know what I mean?
Right,
Because a pastor will have morals, a politician don't.
right,
You know what I mean? Because the
Right.
end justify the means. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
right,
So
right,
how can he be both?
right. Exactly.
That's where he got his money.
Right, exactly. And then you know what? I'm glad you said that because a pastor is a politician. You understand? This is why he can do well. This is why he can come out, I believe, with the 70s and say he stood firm on no abortions and all of this and blah, blah, blah. And as soon as them 80s hit around and then he might have got a political position, all of a sudden, you know what? It's pro-choice, you know what I'm saying? And all of that is not bad. Over 400,000 black babies aborted a year. Jesse Jackson approved that. You understand? And if Jesse Jackson for it, you know these other suckers are walking around these mega churches and even these storefront churches and so on. They with it too. They don't stand on the word of God. They don't stand on what they know is right. They don't stand on these records. They stand on what they can get in their pocket, how much Gucci they can get, the manicures and good teeth and so on and so on. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you walk around in the polished suit, two bottom teeth, no dental plan, can't do nothing. Meanwhile, the pastor, you love him, you just glorify him. You understand? You glorify him because he looks like he's successful. And he is. He is successful. But the thing is, he ain't gonna make you successful. He's gonna keep you nice and leveled out and broke and hungry and needy so he could thrive off of you the same way the oppressors do, same way a drug dealer do, same way a pimp do. You understand? These so-called leaders, you understand? They are absolutely weak. We don't have no protection with these leaders. You understand? Absolutely no protection. Listen, and I know it may sound redundant or repetitive, but the time is now to come out of this way of thinking and these philosophies that this oppressor has gave to us and that these pastors have passed down to us and continue to pass down to us. You understand? You see they battling Captain Zariak and battling brothers out in Texas and battling, and these pastors are getting destroyed when they come in front of the Lord's priests and prophets. You understand? Why? Because in the Israelite school of UPK, we stand for the people. Why do we stand for the people? Because the records say we have to stand for the people. We know that the chosen people of God are the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and First Nations, or the Native Americans, as some may call them. You understand? We know that. And we stand with those people because we are those people. When we see them heroin addicts outside, those K2 users, those fentanyl users, we are those people.
Right.
We're not above them. We are them. And it's our job to pull them out of that gutter physically and mentally and spiritually, more importantly. You understand? To yank them out. Me and Parax, I was sitting there before class started, and we spoke about 2 or 3 different cases where either someone jumped off a roof or had to be talked down from a roof because they wanted to unalive themselves. They wanted to delete their life. They wanted to backspace their life. They wanted to white it out. You understand? Why? Because they can sit and defecate on mink toilets, or maybe because they don't have a toilet to defecate on. You understand? Maybe because they're so stressed out and have no outlet and have no way to do anything. No way. They don't see a way. They don't see anything that could prosper out of their life. They're hopeless, life full of misery. And these pimps called pastors, these pork chop eating PDFs, they profit off of our pain. You understand? And they are one of the main reasons We are in the hellhole that we live in right now. You understand? But enough of me yapping and bumping my gums. Let's go to the scriptures, all right? Let's start with Jeremiah chapter 23. We're gonna start at verse 1. We're gonna try to run through these scriptures as fast as we can. All right, Jeremiah chapter 23, and we'll start at verse 1. We're gonna not breeze through them, but we're gonna kind of walk at a fast pace through them. All right, let's see what you got.
All right. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Woe unto the pastors.
Woe unto the pastors. What does woe mean? Woe means death and destruction. You understand? Woe to the pastors. This is what it's saying. Now, I cut it short right there because I want you to hear that. It doesn't say woe to the drug user. It doesn't say woe to the stressed out.
Right.
It doesn't say woe to the stripper. It doesn't say woe to the drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't say what. It says woe to the pastors. Why the pastors? Because they play a role of leadership. They play a role of leadership. Not live a role of leadership. They play a role of leadership. They have a certain amount of power. Just like those two judges had the power in the book of Susanna. They had a power. They have a reputation. Their word is bond. People believe what they say. You understand? People believe them. They can sway the crowd and move the crowd. You understand? So death and destruction to these pastors. Go ahead.
That destroyed and scattered the sheep of the sheep of pasture.
The sheep of my pasture. You understand? They destroy and scatter. How do they destroy them? Do they physically go out and use their hands and feet to destroy them? No. They destroy them with their mind. They destroy them with their heart, through the spirit, through their soul. They enter into their ears and let wickedness saturate their body on the inside. Let it saturate internally and let them rot from the inside. How? By pushing this philosophy that Jesus Christ is white, that God loves everybody, that you just be a good, if you want to be a slave, be a good slave. Just tighten up your belt, tighten up your boots, and get out there and be the best garbage man you can, which is nothing wrong with being a garbage man. You do that. But that doesn't mean you cannot be a priest and prophet of the Most High God. You can elevate your life to a whole nother level. I ain't talking about your slavery. I'm not talking about that garbage. You understand? But they sit there and push this philosophy where you can get abortions and kill your black child, kill your Latino child. You understand? Why would you want to kill your child? Because you're living in such an oppressed society, that you're living in such an oppressive life. You understand? So where you can't escape the thoughts of your past molestation. You can't get over the fact of being betrayed. You can't get over the fact of being violated. So since you can't get over that, then go ahead and just kill that baby you made. Don't let it take its first breath. Don't wait to hear it have its first little cry, first footsteps. Don't raise that child to where it can honor you and take care of you when you get into your low state. Now don't do that. Murder that child, kill that child, and stay in your depression. You understand? This is what this is how they destroy. You understand? Millions of brothers and sisters locked up in the correctional facilities, all through the system. That's how they destroy. You understand? Telling sisters, if that man ain't working, kick him out the house. You understand? And if you need me to lay hands on you, come on, I got a private session for you in the back office and see if you can give him a blowjob.
Right.
You understand? Destroying black families. Sitting there touching little boys and girls. Sitting there fiddling with them and playing with them, turning them into alternative lifestyle living, young boy, men and women. You understand? This is how they destroy. You understand? This is how you destroy. Tell them to love, go ahead and love that oppressor. Turn the other cheek and don't worry about things of the past. You understand? This is how they scatter them all over the place, making up this garbage with Methodists and Catholic and Baptists and Southern Baptists and First Baptists, Episcopalian and all this other garbage. That means absolutely nothing.
Right.
You understand? They destroyed and scattered the Most High God's flock, his children, his people. Now you're flirting with danger. This is why death and destruction to you. because you played a leadership role. And when you got in that leadership role, you decided that you wanted to destroy us and to scatter us. You understand? And this is why the Lord said he's going to deal with you. Those are my words. He said he's going to visit you. And we're going to read that. You want to say something, Ratazar?
Oh no, you're dropping it so heavy, and you know what I'm saying. The pastor had a chance to bring, you know what I'm saying, to bring his, you know what I'm saying, his family back, his people back, you know what I'm saying, to the Most High God. But they decided to celebrate Thanksgiving.
Right.
On the, you know what I'm saying, on the, you know what I'm saying, on the back of somebody who got slaughtered.
Right.
But it's for the baby, it's for the family.
Right.
This is how our oppressors do to us. You know what I mean? And then we go along to get along. We become what? Jesse Jackson.
Yeah.
We become a politician.
Yeah.
I'm going to change it within.
Right.
That ain't been happening since when anybody change anything within?
Yeah.
Because in general, Blacks, Hispanics, Native American is against LGBTQ community. Yeah. We got, you know what I mean? We you know what I mean? And majority of the time, we're against that.
Yeah.
What power that we say, hey, no African Americans, or you know what I'm saying? Men cannot marry men, women cannot marry women.
Yeah.
What legislation that we put over there specifically for our people?
Yeah, no, there's not gonna be none of that.
No, no power.
Yeah. And they allow
that. And that's what we pushing ISUPK. What power you have?
Yeah.
I'm African American. I'm telling all African Americans, don't be part of the LGBT community. Stop. That's not our law. Can I say that? Or they want to get down with their oppressor. Well,
this is the kicker. When you said that they're gonna go on the inside and change things. See, that's the thing. They're gonna act like they're changing things. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? A pastor's job is not to change a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Their job is to subdue. You know what I'm saying? Is to just make you, to mellow you out. You know what I'm saying? To keep you nice and calm. You know, so they don't want the people to unite and be enraged. They say oppression makes a wise man mad.
Yeah, right.
Pastor don't want you to get mad. You understand? They can get mad. Did you see what's the man's name? Marvin Sapp, when he told us the ushers, shut the door. He wasn't gonna let you leave until you would donate. Make sure you make the quota. You know what I'm saying? Told him to lock the doors. Ain't nobody leaving. What grown man in front of his wife and kids stayed in that seat and listened to this man tell me that I'm not leaving? You understand what I'm saying? And tell me that I'm not in front of my wife and kids, if I was by my damn self, telling me, sit down. You ain't going nowhere. You must be out your goddamn mind, man. You understand? But this is what the Christian church makes. The Christian church has officially took the backbone of the black man and turned it into oatmeal. You understand? Officially soft. Read verse 2 from me.
Come. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 2. Oh, sorry. The last sentence. Saith the Lord. Verse 2. Therefore, thus saith the Most High. Therefore, say,
take your time.
Sorry. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel against the pastors that feed my people.
Now, this is the Lord talking. The Most High God of Israel is talking to the pastors that feed my people. You understand? Just because he's feeding people, I don't mean it's fruits and veggies. That's feeding them, pumping them this poison. The one that's giving you this processed meat, this processed word. You understand? What's this feeding my people? Go ahead.
Ye have scattered my flock.
You have separated everybody. You have caused division amongst my people. You have caused absolute division. Absolute division. You let it be okay to be over here and be part of the LGBTQ, whatever the acronyms are. You let that be okay. You have the first man of a church.
Oh man.
You understand? You allow them to go ahead and get married in your church. Two women. You understand? Two women can go up there after they finish doing all types of sexual things on their menstrual with each other. They can go up in front of the congregation and go ahead and get married and put a ring on it and all this other garbage. You allow that when you know it's against God. When you know it's against God. You know it. You allow a sister who has a husband to go ahead and be with another man because this other brother ain't working. So you might as well go ahead and be with this junior deacon man over here who got a nice suit and a haircut and a nice Honda Accord or whatever the case may be. Give him a chance. Let him go ahead and knock it on up. You understand? They allow these disgusting, despicable things that go against the Most High God. They allowed it. And they have scattered the brothers and sisters, the children of God. They just scattered them all over the place with these different type of philosophies, allowing this and allowing that, and none of them stand on no business. None of them. You understand? Only men I met that stand on these records is in the Israelite school of UPK. I'm not just saying that. I mean it. You understand what I'm saying? I mean that from the bottom of the soles of my feet up. You understand? These pastors have destroyed us. They've scattered the flock. Keep reading.
And driven them away.
And pushed them on away. You understand? After they suck your grandmother dry. You understand? After they suck your grandmother dry, they don't want no more to do with your grandmother. Guess what? She'd have been in that church for 45 years. She's been in that church giving all her little pennies that she can make. You understand? Give all her little pennies she can make. Her husband get the leftovers. You understand? And guess what? When she die, you still better pay that pastor for the funeral. You still better. She ain't getting no free tombstone, nothing like that. She ain't getting no burial plot. No, she gonna have to invest to get on the pay for that. You understand? And she gonna get up there and talk about how Sister Mary Lou was dedicated to the church and everything. Meanwhile, you're gonna pay that pastor for that service. After she done dedicated 45 or 50 years to this church. You understand? This is how they destroy and scatter and drive people away. You understand? And Mary Lou's son, who was incarcerated for selling cocaine, when he come home, he better not come in here. You understand? He better not come in here. Oh, he's drunk, he better not come in here. He's high, he can't come in here. Forget all that come as you are stuff. He can't come in here. If he's homosexual, bring him on in.
That's right.
We got a spot for him in the choir. You understand? This is how they just tore the community to pieces. You understand? Just made the black man and Latino man and the Latin Catholic Church tearing my Latino brothers to shreds.
That's right.
You understand? Making them just soft and moist and give them a spirit of porridge, just soft and watery. You understand what I'm saying? This is how they destroy our people and scatter them. This is the scriptures just talking about this. This is written thousands of years ago, and what I'm talking about, you can see it today. You understand? That's it. You can read the Quran all you want. It ain't dropping it like this. This is why the Muslims read our book.
That's right.
You understand? This is why they read our book. We're gonna get on them too. You know what I'm saying? Them fake Muslims out there, they just destroying the community. All these fake pastors, these fake imams, these fake leaders, they're just destroying the black man, the Latino man, and Native American man, woman, and child. Destroying them. You understand? I was telling brothers this. They got Alcoholics Anonymous, if you're alcoholic. They got Narcotics Anonymous. That's if you're alcoholic or a drug user, any type of substance abuse user.
That's right.
They got Gambling Anonymous, if you're an avid gambler. You understand? They got one for nymphomaniacs, that have sexual problems. They got that Anonymous. We need a Christianity Anonymous.
That's right.
We need a Christianity Anonymous. You can start by coming to EBK. We can help you wean off of Christianity, because that dope is really messing you up. That Christian heroin is something special. It's way more deadly than fentanyl. At least fentanyl will kill you immediately. Go ahead, talk to him.
Oh, so if I may, then that's when we always say, when we get into a battle, Christianity is a hell of a drug.
Oh my
It's
God.
worse than crack. At least the person who's on drugs know they on drugs. But Christianity, you don't realize you on, you know what I mean? You don't realize
It's too late.
your mind state. You don't realize it. You got people, you know what I mean? You got drug dealers talking about they Christians.
Right. Yeah.
They pray so they won't get shot the next day so they can sell, you know what I mean, that kilo.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
You got strippers that will pray so they can get more money when they go on that strip club.
Yeah. Don't forget that court prayer. Like, Lord, forgive me of these charges.
Oh, get me out of them
Forgive me out these charges. If I can beat this charge, I won't do that again.
I won't do that
I won't do
again.
it again.
But they will do it again because they ain't got no goddamn money.
As soon as they get off that charge, back to it.
Back to it.
Right back to it.
Back to
You
it.
understand?
Yeah, and put their children up on for adoption.
Yeah.
For adoption.
And listen, and this is why Christianity and these pastors and these imams too and all of them, this is how they destroy. You think they let the black man, who's a chosen people of God, the Latino brother and sister and Native American brother and sister, this Christian church has allowed them to think that they can play with God the way they want to, that they can play with the Most High like that. Where they don't understand that we serve a terrible God, to where He will unalive your children in your face. You understand? He will take everything you got in your face. You will watch, and you will suffer, because He's not playing. You understand? Our King, Christ, that Christian church has made Him a soft white man. Where in the scripture, in the book of Luke, it says, you know I'm an austere man.
That's right.
A rough, rugged, raw black man. You understand? Christian church ain't telling you that. You understand? He's saying that Jesus Christ is like Bon Jovi or one of these Aerosmith niggas or one of these cats. You understand? And not knowing that he looks like the roughest nigga you ever seen in your life. You understand? And he is. See, that's how they destroyed. That's how they destroyed and continue to destroy.
That's right.
They don't pump that fear into the people the way it should be. And when I say fear, I'm not talking about curled up in the corner somewhere. I'm talking about watch your goddamn mouth and watch what you do, or you will get dealt with by the Most High God. That's it. Straightforward to the point. You understand? Go ahead, bro. You want to say something else?
I had to drop it. You can't forget about our King. Them beat animals and everybody out the temple.
Yeah.
Because they destroyed the school.
Yeah.
They literally destroyed the school. So you know what he had to do? He had to kick everybody who was destroying the school out the school.
Yeah. Come.
You know what I mean? And he got to the point that he had to put pause on it.
Absolutely.
He had to put pause on it.
Yeah.
When the last time that you see a Christian church do that?
Yeah.
When they have somebody part of the LGBTQ community in the choir.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody kicking them out.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody say, yo, get the hell out of my church. You disgusting bastard.
No,
Ain't nobody saying that.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Christ had that spirit on. Why? Because there's been plenty of times where the Most High God had opened the earth and put your whole family in there. You understand? Your whole family, and swallow you up in the earth, and you are gone. You're not here no more. You understand? Let's keep going with the scripture real quick. All right, finish that up on verse 2.
Oh, Kawakan.
And driven them away.
Oh yeah. So that driven away, and have not visited them.
They don't care about it. They destroy them, scatter them, throw them all away, and they don't visit them. Let me just say this real quick. All right, not visit them. Do we remember just yesterday when COVID was here? Guess what? That pastor didn't come see your granny. He didn't come see your granddaddy. They was too scared. So now I'm not going over to Betty Jean's house. You know, you can't go outside. Ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? Close the church. Don't come here. Don't cough on me. Faith went out the window. All that was gone. That was gone. You know what I'm saying? Grandmothers, fathers, all of them died from respiratory issues and everything else during COVID. And the pastor didn't even visit them. You understand? Pastor learned how to use Cash App and Zelle and all of that to get that money though.
They pick the bodies.
You understand? They get that, yeah. You understand? Ain't paying no visits. Destroyed their life and won't even visit them. But what did God say about that? Go ahead.
Behold, I will visit upon you the evils of your doing.
Go ahead.
Saith the Lord.
And the Most High God says, since you destroyed my people and scattered my people and didn't visit them, I'll visit you. You understand? See, I'm sure the pastors ain't reading this scripture. They don't want to read about their death. You understand? Go to Ezekiel chapter 34.
Come on.
You understand? They don't want to read that part. They're gonna skip over that. You understand? They're gonna skip over that, and because they know that they're gonna have to be dealt with for not visiting the flock that they have fed, destroyed, and scattered. And we can see the results of that right now to this day. We see how we're destroyed. All you got to do is think about your life or think about your neighbor's life, someone you know's life. You understand? I just was at a meeting yesterday. Just was at this meeting yesterday, and so many brothers and sisters in there that were hurt. There was a sister in there. She was molested and raped. She turned to drugs. She spent her life in prison. She was only 44 years old and spent half of her life in prison. The other half of her life before she went to prison, half of that was being molested.
She was in hell.
You understand what I'm saying? In absolute hell. Latina sister. You understand? Half of her life in prison. The other half, before she went to prison, was full of molestation and drugs. No outlet. Nobody to save her. You understand? Yet and still, what does she have around her neck? A cross. What does she do? All of this garbage. You understand? You understand? That's what the pastor has done to her. I met another brother. He spent half his life in prison. Other half of his life, you know what he was doing? Being molested as well. Turned him into a violent man. You understand? Went to prison. Was violent in there. Might have violated some men in there. See, this is all a result of the Christian church.
That's right.
All a result of the Christian church. You understand? And destroyed our people, scattered our people, and did not visit them. Can care less about them. You understand? They have convinced so-called blacks and Latinos and Native Americans that we are going to go to the same pie in the sky with this with our slave master, the one that cuts your grandfather's balls off and cut your grandmother's stomach open and ripped your aunt out of her and ripped your uncle out of her and stomped on their head. We're going to sit at the pie in the sky with them one day. You understand? The Lord going to forgive them for all the lynchings, all of the burnings, the castrations, all of that stuff. The Lord going to forgive them, but the Christian church will tell you the Lord won't forgive you for smoking weed. You going to burn in hell. Oh no, the slave master, they're going to forgive him all of that. Now, if you don't give me enough money, if you give me enough money, you can get up there with your slave master and sit in the pie in the sky. But guess what? Asians don't believe that garbage. You know who else don't believe that? The fake Jewish man. They don't think they're going in the pie in the sky with Hitler. They don't think that. Only a soft-ass black man and Latino man think that. Why? Because the Catholic Church made them think it. The Baptist Church made them think it. You understand? That's all. You understand? All that the ICE that's running around destroying and trying to intimidate and beat up our Latino brothers and sisters and all of that. There's a lot of black and Latino brothers hiding behind that mask. You know why? Christianity.
That's right.
Made you think that because you got a paper and they don't got a paper that you better than them. Because you can say the alphabet backwards in English, you're better than them. Yeah, Christianity made them think that. Well, we just read Most High God is going to visit you. This is what the scriptures say, not me. Ezekiel 34, let's start at verse 2.
Oh, you want to know verse 2?
Yeah.
Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Okay. the son of man, prophecy against the shepherds of Israel.
Yeah, the Son of Man prophesied against the shepherds of Israel. This is what we do. We talk against these so-called fake leaders. You know what I'm saying? We talk against, we prophesy against them. Just like we read in Jeremiah 23. Death and destruction to you. We prophesy against these cornballs. Go ahead.
Prophesy and say unto them,
we won't let them know. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord God unto the shepherds.
We go to these pastors, these imams, these deacons, these trustees, these usher board members, these alternative lifestyle choir members. We go to all of that garbage and we prophesy to them and we say what to them? Go ahead.
Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves.
For you, to you, death and destruction. For you destroying our people and feeding yourselves. Taking all of the riches. Sitting down, defecating on mink toilet seats. Can you believe that? Mink toilet seats, Parazza?
Yeah.
Can you believe that? Have you ever been to somebody's house and the house is so disarrayed and dirty that you don't even, as a man, you don't even want to urinate in there? You ain't even got to sit down. You don't even want to urinate. It's so destroyed. Or you ever stop at a rest stop and you go in there and it's so destroyed because there's heroin needles in there and someone defecating on the floor, someone threw up in there from a dope overdose or something like that. You can't even fathom even sitting down washing your hands. Meanwhile, off the blood and sweat of those who are on heroin, on K2, still smoking crack, sniffing fentanyl, you understand? The ones that have HIV, hepatitis, the ones that are suffering, guess what? Off their backs, the pastors and these imams and these fake leaders, they feed themselves. They eating good.
That's right.
They eating good. Today is Tuesday. It was the snow blizzard yesterday. It's ice and slush and snow all over the place. There is a family right now that's trudging through the snow to get to a soup kitchen or a food pantry just to get some almost expired beans, some powdered milk. You understand? Some almost molded bread.
That's right.
You understand? They're trudging through the snow now to go get a few bags of some onions, some sweet potatoes, some carrots, some broth so they can at least make a soup, some cans of chili, some pasta noodles, some generic cereal, but they don't even care about the generic, at least the cereal. You understand? Maybe get some fruit cocktail in a can.
Right.
You understand? Possibly, if you get there on time, maybe you can get some bananas, maybe. You understand? And then in the food pantry, when you go to this food pantry, when you get around and get to the end of the line, they might have a couple little knickknacks for you, a scarf, maybe a pair of gloves or something, if nobody get it yet. You understand? Get you a couple little something you can bring home, maybe an old box of cards you can go and fill out and give to somebody, some little knickknacks. And guess what? After today, you can't go back again until maybe Friday, maybe. And you're not going right in either. You're standing on line outside, sucking snot up your nose, and because you're number 75 on the line. And you hope by the time you get there, they still got some corn left in the can, that is. You understand? This is what we're going through.
That's right.
You understand? And the pastors are going to pay for that. These fake leaders, they're going to pay for that. While little Maria is out there with her 6 kids, she can't even push the damn stroller down the sidewalk because there's so much damn snow. And all she's going to go and get is some potatoes and some corn and carrots to fix some soup. Meanwhile, while she's out there in that snow and in that cold, or maybe out in Arizona in that scorching heat, you are defecating on mink toilet seats.
That's
Damn.
right.
Yo, you gotta laugh to keep from crying.
I know that.
You understand? Roger, let's keep reading.
God. Should not the shepherd feed the flock?
Yeah, shouldn't you feed the flock? Shouldn't you feed the flock? And say you sitting and defecating on mink. Shouldn't you be shouldn't you feed the flock? You should be have that church open. It's freezing outside. That church should be open. That big mega church with you got 3 basements.
Gold ceilings.
Yeah, gold ceilings, chandeliers, all types of. Man, listen, you can go break off a piece of the wall and tell them to go pawn that. Shit, something. Go break off a piece of that window and take it to the pawn shop at least.
Catholic
You
Church.
can't even, can they come in and get some heat for a little while?
I'm slightly, I wonder if I may. The
Please.
Catholic Church, you try to say they ain't got no money left over, all that robbing and stealing,
Right.
or that gold. The Pope walking around with gold sandals on right now. Literally.
Right.
The Pope.
Yeah.
You try to say he can go into South America and break a couple of those bars off and
Yeah.
give it to the people?
Of course.
Or they still got to pay dues to that Catholic
Oh yeah,
Church.
they got to pay. Oh yeah, you got to pay.
Even though he robbed that area from the gold.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got to pay. And guess what? You know what's got to pay? They do.
They do.
They gonna have to pay too. But it ain't gonna be money that's gonna say their ass.
Oh no.
Most High God gonna deal with them as per the scriptures. Let's keep reading. Verse 3.
Come. We got Ezekiel chapter 34 verse 3. Ye eat the fat. And
you eat the fat. You eat the good part. You get the good part of everything. You get that. You ain't going to those damn soup kitchens. You going listen, I ain't been out to no steakhouse. I guess I'm one of them broke niggas. What's a good steakhouse?
Ragu is the new steak of the
Ragu?
that's the steak of the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Ragu now.
Yeah, whatever that garbage is.
Yeah.
I see on these on Facebook or YouTube like these shows where they pranking women to see if they go for the car and all of that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're like, "We want to go eat." They say steak 22. I think it's some expensive shit. She was expensive stuff out in Houston somewhere.
With that guy.
Yeah, they out there. I think it's in Houston. It's an expensive steak spot called Steak 22 or Steak 48 or some shit, and some stuff. And I don't know anything about that. I know we'll be in Houston in April eating lamb. You know what I'm saying? With the Most High God's children. You know what I'm saying? That's what I know. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about no Steak 22 and all that garbage, but that's where the pastor's at with his manicured nails and his nice fresh velour teeth. Is it velour, bent, whatever the fake teeth is? He's gonna be eating real good. He eats the fat. Go ahead.
Come. And ye clothe your with the wool.
Ye clothe you with wool. You got good clothes on. Good wool. It's a good time to have some wool outside now, ain't it? It beats cotton.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's good to have some nice wool. We used to have these things. I don't know how they in other states, but I know in New York, this thing called Woolrich was it's a big, thick wool coat. You had to have a little bit of paper to get it. You know what I'm saying? You got the finest stuff on. Go ahead.
Ye kill them that are fed.
Ooh, and you kill them that are fed. You kill them. You kill us. Jesse Jackson, Martin Luther King. You understand? You kill us. Keep going.
But ye feed not the flock.
Yeah, you don't feed the people. You don't feed the people. You don't feed us. You don't give us what we need to serve the Most High God, to live a life that's satisfactory to the Most High God. You want us to live a life of being servile to the white man. Because if we do that, you get a little piece of that. You get a percentage of that from this devil. You get a good stipend for that. To keep us down and out. To keep us at a low state, mentally, physically, financially, socially. You understand? That's what you want to do. Keep going.
Come. Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 4. The disease have ye not strengthened.
You ain't strengthened no diseases. The sickness of depression, the sickness of anxiety, the sickness of worry, the sickness of suicidal thoughts or homicidal thoughts. You don't cover none of that. You don't help none of that. You can give a damn about it. You sit there and look at a black man and go, "Ushka baka lusha baka boo 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 boo."
Right.
You understand what is that? You don't give nothing for these mental diseases, these emotional and spiritual diseases that we are suffering from. We don't expect you to cure cancer. But damn it, what about those demons in the dark that are eating away at your people? You don't think that you being a leader, a representative of God, that you can't go and fight them demons for or with that brother or sister? The diseases you have not strengthened. Go ahead.
Neither have ye healed that was which was sick.
If you don't heal nothing that was sick, keep going.
Neither have ye bound up that which was broken.
And whatever was broken, a broken heart, a broken spirit, you don't even bind it up. You don't fix it up and get it back together, make it strong again. You understand? You don't get that brother, sister back up on their feet. That brother, sister that wasn't expecting a pregnancy, but now they have one. You tell them to kill the baby.
Right.
You don't tell them the Lord blessed you with this child. And that's the Lord's child. And it's your obligation to give birth to that child, to raise that child. If that child happens to have a miscarriage, or that child passes away, you go through the proper burial, and guess what? You go back at it again. You understand? No, you don't do that. You keep them down. Keep them out. Got a woman thinking that she's only black women. They think I'm an independent, strong, I'm a man. I don't need a man, I'm a man. And all this other garbage. Destroying black households. Making a woman feel masculine and making a man feel like a chump. Something soft and weak. And they say, there's no good black men out here. You better, your pastor's the reason why. You understand? Because he ain't no good either. He ain't no damn good. He's soft and moist. Because he can't even stand with the Most High God for the fear that he'll lose a couple of dollars or his life. I'm glad we don't have to live like that on this side.
That's right.
I'm glad that's not our life. Not on this side. Keep going.
Neither have ye brought again that which was driven away.
Who you pushed away, you don't even go back to get him.
That's right.
You don't even go back to get him. You don't take accountability for your mistake and then go out and fix it like Paul did. You understand? You don't even go and fix it. They're driven away. You destroy them. So be it. Because you're a coward. I'm talking to them fake leaders. This is Jesse Jackson. This is Al Sharpton. This is T.D. Jakes. This is Calvin Butts. Is he dead? Is he alive? Anybody that resembles, as far as character, these pastors. The one in Brooklyn that's a thumbnail. Him. Suckers like him. Jamal Bryant. You understand? Some of these leaders of these fake Israelite groups. Those are pastors too. You understand?
I got him up.
Sorry. Go ahead. Keep going. Yeah, him. Go ahead.
The bottom of Ezekiel, chapter 34, verse 4 at the bottom.
Come on with it.
Oh.
Neither have ye.
Neither have ye sought that which was lost.
The brothers and sisters that's lost, confused, maybe high on drugs. You understand? Going through depression because of the trauma and the PTSD that they suffer from. You understand? I was just watching something not too long ago out in Jackson, Mississippi. They live in hell.
That's right.
And that city there's 13,000 people in that city. That is tiny, and they are killing. They said, you know, where the guy interviewed said, "Where's your ops?" They was like right there over the field, right there, and they got guns as big as this damn cable. They are in hell. They said, "What do you have to do?" They don't got a in the city. They don't got a movie theater, skating rink, arcade. They said, "What do you do around here? Catch bodies." Damn. But one thing that they did not interview there was the pastor. Where the pastor at? I know you got a church. A big ass church too. I know you got a church down here. Where is he at? Where is he? Because I know in that small city, he got to have some type of push or power. And I know he's not living the way y'all living. Not out here like this. You understand? Not like this. They don't even visit the lost. And I know sometimes you can get trapped in your bubble where you live at. Right? This is why I love the UPK. We got brothers and sisters all over the map. Outside of these 5 boroughs, there's brothers and sisters that are absolutely in hell. I'm talking about hell. All in Alabama and Tennessee and Louisiana and all up in, hell. Some serious hell. Them pastors not visiting them brothers or them sisters, man. They are unaliving each other at a very high rate. Where's the pastor at? Eating the fat, living good. Keep going.
Come. But with force and with cruelty have ye ruled them.
And that's exactly what they did.
That's right.
Ruled them with cruelty. You understand? They fed themselves. They eat the fat. They don't visit the lost. They don't visit the sick. They don't go back and get what they messed up or fix what they messed up or take accountability. All they do is rule with cruelty. That's why he was mad at the what's the comedian with the blonde mixed up hair or Drewski. They was mad at him because he floated across and all of that and told the nigga, "Don't touch my Bentley," and spit and kept on going. That's what the pastors do.
That's real. That's real.
That's what they do. And they got mad because they had to look in the mirror. You understand? They got mad because they had to look in the mirror. Because they rule with cruelty. The scriptures say so. They should get mad. They should get mad at the Bible. Get mad at the records. Get mad at the Most High God. He said it. Drewski just displayed it. But the scriptures say this. You understand? Let's go. Well, let's drop that. I got these written down here. Go to Isaiah. Isaiah 56.
So Isaiah 56.
Please. Isaiah 56, and we're going to start at verse 10. All right, we got a few more because we're running short on time because we got to cut a little early today.
Chapter 56. You said verse 10?
Verse 10, please. Bible shop,
right,
verse 10.
56 and 10. Isaiah chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind.
Go ahead.
They are all ignorant.
Yes. Our watchmen are absolutely blind. How? Because they think that by serving this oppressor and by serving up their people to the oppressor, that they're going to get something out of it. They're blind to the fact that the white man is the devil. They're blind to that. All they see is green. Their vision is green screen. All they see is green. They are blind and ignorant, dumb to the facts that you are going to get dealt with in such a heavy duty way. You understand? In a heavy duty way. You understand? Our God that we serve, he handles things with a very heavy hand. You understand? And you'll get dealt with. Keep going.
Come on. They are all dumb dogs.
They're what?
They are all dumb dogs.
They're all dumb dogs. You understand? All these Christian pastors and these fake leaders. And when I say Christian pastors, that encompasses a lot. You fake Israelites out there. You understand? All of you, every single one of you. The break-offs, the break-off of the break-offs, the great grand break-offs, and all of that. All of you. You understand? You imams, you Kemet, you back to Pan-Africanisms and all of that filth. All of that garbage is destroying the black community. It's been doing it. It continues to do it. But high time is coming. So all that garbage is going to get burned. You understand that? And you're all dumb dogs, chasing your tail, licking yourselves, scratching yourselves. You understand? And waiting for the white man to feed you. You understand? Waiting for the white man to feed you. You are a dumb German Shepherd for the white man. You a dumb pit bull for the white man. You a dumb watchdog for the white man. Keep going.
Come. They cannot bark.
They can't bark. You even got a voice. You can't say nothing. You can't go outside and cry loud to your brothers and sisters. You can't even bark. You ain't even got a voice. You a chump. They cut your scrotum off. And it affected your vocal cords. You can't say nothing. You a chump. Keep going.
Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
All you want to do is sleep and rest. Ignore the fact that you're destroying your people. Ignoring the fact. Because all you can see is sitting down defecating on mink toilet seats. You understand? On mink toilet seats. You need your ass to be comfortable while you defecate. And while your brothers and sisters, they just suffer. You understand what I'm saying? When I seen that little documentary on Jackson, Mississippi, it brought me to tears. Let's say, thank God. Big up to the brothers in Mississippi. Tons of Doc and the brothers out there. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. There's a hell of this. It's probably going on out there. You understand? It's probably going on out there. It brought me to tears to see how brothers, how they just living out there like that, man. You understand? And these Christian pastors and all these imams, all these so-called leaders and black and all the speaking in tongue garbage, laying hands, and all these shiny niggas. You know what I'm saying? These shiny suit, Puff Daddy looking niggas, all of them just destroying the community, ignoring it, being blind, and putting their tongue out for the white man to feed him something. Go ahead, Peraza. You want to say something?
You're dropping so heavy. Remember, that's Mississippi, the Bible Belt. You cannot tell me nobody's going to church on Sunday.
Damn right they go.
And you know what I mean? And that's the only time when they see their pastor.
Yeah.
When they go, remember, after church, they go to what? To the buffet.
Yeah, they go
that's the theater thing. Yeah.
The Golden Corral.
You go to the Corral. Or,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Or the Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or some type of buffet, because that's some Southern thing. That's a Mississippi thing. You try to tell me that's the only time you're going to see a pastor? That's the only time you see some money coming out.
Yeah. When the pastor, when he locked him in, he said, when I think it was Marvin Sapp, never would have made it. You remember that song? You ever heard that one, right? I'm sure it was some Grammys or something. Never would have made it without you. He's talking to your grandmother, by the way. Never would have made it without you. He said, what you rushing for? We all going to the same place to eat. Damn. Yeah, and guess what? Guess who got the tag? Your grandmother. Granny got the tag. Nana.
Miss Ann.
Yeah. Miss Ann got it. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Let's keep reading real quick.
You got Isaiah chapter 56, verse 11. Yeah, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough.
And that is these fake leaders out here. That's why our gates are languished. That's why our leadership is weak. They're greedy dogs. They can't have enough. They got to eat until they throw up and then turn around and eat that. You understand? That's how disgusting and thirsty and lustful and vain these so-called leaders are. These so-called pastors and deacons and bishops and apostles, whatever they call themselves nowadays. You understand? All of them. Greedy. They can't bark, but they sure can eat. Greedy. Keep going.
And they are shepherds that cannot understand.
They have no understanding. I mean, this is the scriptures talking.
That's right.
You understand? This is all we're doing is we just walking it down. You know what I'm saying? Your pastor don't have no understanding. He's not visiting them kids in them group homes and them foster homes. He's not going to the shelter for abused women. You know, he's not going to some of these psych wards. You know what I'm saying? He don't even have that understanding. He don't know nothing about that. All he knows is how to sell ass. You know, that's all he know. Is to pimp and be pimped. You understand? That's all he know. That's what these Christian pastors know. Keep going on that.
Come on. They all look to their own ways.
They all look to their own way. That's it. Selfish. All about them. You understand? All about them. This is why this entire world, heathens include, they all need the UPK, man. You need righteous men to lead, to get you in your proper place, to help you play your position, so there won't be no confusion. You understand? And like the ones that are causing this division, the ones that are spreading the disease and sickness, guess what? You have to be eradicated. You understand? The Most High God is going to clear house. You understand? Minutes? Come. You understand? The Most High God is going to absolutely clear house. Get rid of these Christian pastors and all of their viruses and all the diseases. Get rid of them. And I ain't talking about physical viruses. I'm talking about all the spiritual and mental viruses and diseases that they spread to our people and destroy them. You are going to be dealt with and you are going to be eradicated. You understand? As per the scriptures. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Is there more than that?
Come on. Everyone for his gain. From his quarters.
Everyone for his gain. All they want is their money, cars, clothes, and hoes. Money, clothes, and hoes. That's all the nigga knows. Wasn't that like the quote? You understand?
It's from his house.
Right. That's what the pastor's all about. Go to the book of Micah. Chapter 3.
The book of Micah.
Chapter 3 and start at verse 11.
The book of book of Micah, chapter 3. Did you say verse what?
Verse 3, chapter 11. Excuse me, chapter 3, verse 11.
Oh, verse 11. Right here. Micah, chapter 3, verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward.
Yeah, the heads they judge for reward. They do what they do. They sit in those seats with them old fancy robes on and go up there. You know what I'm saying? I got a feeling things gonna be all right. All that garbage, get up there in front of that pulpit, all for reward. You understand? You got this basket for the lights, for the energy and all that. This basket for the rent. This basket is for Pastor Cardinal. This one right here. And then on top of that, he gets a stipend anyway. He gets a check anyway. You understand? So everything he does it for reward. And don't forget, like we said earlier, let Nana die. Let Big Mama die. Let Granny die. Guess what? He's going to get a reward for that too. He's going to pay. Don't give a damn if she was making peach cobbler for 60 years. You understand? And her husband got one leg because of diabetes and can't even hold a cup of water because he has Parkinson's. You understand? You're going to pay for all of that. Keep going.
And the priests thereof teach for hire.
And they teach for hire. Let me tell you something, right? I got a family member, so-called family member, out in the world. You understand? Because the UPK is my family. So I have somebody I'm related to out in the world. And they're into the church thing. And you know, the pastors, they go through a hiring process. Like fill an application, you know, they come, talk, they see if he can sing. He doesn't have to know a damn thing about scriptures. Just see if he can sing, if he can do that, if he can move the crowd, if he looks good, You understand what I'm saying? Then they go through this process. They hire him, right? And there's some whole tax-free thing going on. So he gets, you know, he gets a paycheck. This is amazing. He gets a paycheck. I'm telling you, listen, y'all. If you want to be a wicked bastard, become a preacher. They getting paid.
That's what the pimps did.
Yeah, right. I say, what's the big pimp's name from Chicago? Don Juan, DeMarco, Don Juan.
Yeah, Don Juan.
Pimpin' Ken and all of that.
Go for the honeys and bring for the money.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look at Mace. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Mace. Yo, Mace, I'm going to Atlanta.
Podcast back.
Yeah. That nigga said, forget Harlem. I'm going to Atlanta.
And make
I can flip these words down there. You know what I'm saying? Made some money, had a whole mega church. Now he's back up here doing a podcast. Or somewhere around.
Buying hoes.
Yeah, doing a podcast, chilling.
Buying hoes.
Buying hoes. Chilling. He done sucked that game all the way dry.
He didn't believe it, God. He never did.
Word. But these pastors, they get a check. They get offerings that go directly in their pocket after church. Trustee got to count that and pass that off. You understand what I'm saying? That's for them. 100%. They don't pay rent in their house. The church pays that. They don't have to cut their own grass or nothing like that. The church does that. You understand? Only thing I believe you got to pay for is like cell phone or something to that effect. I don't know.
Their wife.
Yeah. If they got a wife, you know, see, oh, she's in it too. The wife, oh, she's set.
First one, what they call it?
First lady.
First lady.
First lady. With the biggest fruit basket on her head. Big joint. You know what I'm saying? The fruit basket that you're not getting at the food pantry.
Perfect.
That's what all the fruit that they at the fruit pantry that you don't get because you're number 75 on the list and you can't get the fruit. It's on top of the pastor's wife's head. That's it. All the bananas and the oranges and the grapes, the green grapes, purple grapes, seedless ones, all of that shit is on top of her head. That big basket, the big wicker basket, right on top of her head. And she gonna keep fucking. I mean, she gonna keep playing around, and somebody hungry gonna rob her. Somebody hungry. Then she better sew that lace wig, that glue it down or something. You know what I'm saying? Got all the fruit on top of her head. You know what I'm saying? This is we laughing, but this is the Christian church. This is what we talking about. And Catholic church too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in there too. Yeah, I in there playing with them boys and girls and things. Mm-hmm. You understand? Well, did we finish with that?
And the profit thereof divide for money.
That divine. You know what I'm saying? You're divine all for the money, baby. You know what I'm saying? All for the money. That's what these so-called leaders, these pastors, the imams, the so-called civil rights leaders, the so-called all the Black Panthers, Black Lions, Black Leopards, Black Cheetahs, whatever all this garbage is, it's all for money. It's all for gain. They don't give a damn about none of that. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about none of the people, man. It's obvious. You don't believe me? Go visit your uncle. He's doped out. You know what I'm saying? Go visit them, and you'll see what's up with these pastors. Go to John chapter 8, verse 44, I believe.
I'm going. John chapter 8. John chapter 8, verse 44.
Uh-huh.
John chapter 8, verse 44.
Right on.
Ye are of your father, the devil.
And to you pastors, you want to be pastors, inspiring pastors. And when I say pastors, I'm talking about cardinals, want to be fathers. When I say fathers, I'm fathers of the Catholic Church or whatever the case may be. Episcopals, bishops, whatever you call ministers, all of you are just like your father, the white man. You go through theological schools, you learn how to hustle your people. You take that hustle, you can bring it back to the neighborhood and destroy it.
Right.
You are worse than a dope dealer. You are worse than a fentanyl dealer, you are worse than a marijuana dealer, you are worse than a tobacco dealer, a nicotine dealer. You are worse than Philip Morris. You understand? You're worse than that. That's it. You are the lifeguard for this cesspool that we live in. That's exactly who you are. You're just like your daddy, the white man. Keep going.
Come. And the lust of your father ye will do.
And you're going to do everything that your lustful daddy going to do, which is destroy the black man, the black woman, make sure they kill them babies, keep them high, keep them drunk, keep them stupid, keep them not knowing, keep them hopeless, but give them a little bit of hope. You understand? Keep them hungry. Just pinch them off a crumb. They be satisfied with just getting their tongue wet. Just give them a little bit. The white man taught you how to walk this dog. He taught you how to do it. And you doing it. But the Most High God is going to deal with you according to the scriptures. So you are disgusting and a filthy Sambo step and fetch Negro for the white man.
Right.
And you're going to be dealt with.
Right.
Keep going.
He was a murderer.
And just like you are, all of you Christian pastors, all of you fake religious organizations, you fake leaders, you fake Israelite groups, all of you are murderers. Why? Because you lead brothers and sisters astray, and you lead them and introduce them to a life that is opposite of what the Most High God says we should do. And therefore, they're going to die, and their blood is going to be on your hands. You understand? Their blood is going to be on your hands. You understand? Because you are a murderer. You understand? Keep going.
Come on. He was a murderer from the beginning. And abode not in the truth.
There's no truth in you at all. There's no truth in you. You are absolute diabolical liar. You are a predicate liar. You understand? Perpetual liar. You just a liar. Go ahead.
Because there is no truth in him.
There's no truth in your daddy. He's a liar, deceiver. That's why it's called the devil. Because he's the greatest deceiver of all time, and you're just like him. Go ahead.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Yeah, he loves speaking lies. You know what I'm saying? And he's good at speaking lies, just like you. Go ahead.
For he is a liar and the father of it.
And you are the father of lies as well. You so-called fake leaders, you so-called fake pastors, you pimps, whatever garbage you are a spiritual dope dealer. You understand? And you're going to pay. Most High God's going to deal with you the same way you're going to deal with your daddy. You understand what I'm saying? You stood too close to this oppressor, and therefore you're going to get an oppressor's reward. That's what's going to happen. You understand? You're destroying the people, man. And to the brothers and sisters that may have been tuned in or may know somebody that needs to tune in, you let them know. You go and just like we read in these scriptures, you go to them, you tell them their wrongs, you tell them what they're doing. And don't be afraid to do it. You are obligated to do it according to the Most High God, man. We stand up against these principalities, man. You understand? Because they're destroying our brothers and sisters. They're putting a wedge between brothers and sisters, man. And it's time for us to eradicate that and get this brotherhood and sisterhood together and do the opposite of these Christian churches. No more drugs, no more aborted babies, no more violence, no more of this garbage, no more of what these Christian churches, these Baptist churches, these Catholic churches, all of that garbage. The Latino brothers and sisters need to come together. You understand? Black and brown, all the 12 tribes, every single one of the 12 tribes. I'm talking mainly and only specifically to you. You understand? I'm not talking to the oppressor. He knows what he's doing already. The black man, woman, and child, learn what he's doing and make sure we do the total opposite, man. Brotherhood and sisterhood is imperative. We need it. And with that, black man, I got to end the class for early because we got some things we have to take care of. Make sure you like, leave a comment, good or bad, share, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? And make sure more than anything, you know what I'm saying, you contact the Israelite School UPK near you for any problem you may have, because we take care of ours. We feed our flock righteously. what I'm saying? Stay strong out there, black man, woman, and child. With that, I say shalom.